Today I'm going to show you how to connect your Nintendo Switch Pro controller to Steam and then set up the configuration you'd like to use. So first, you obviously got to take your Pro controller in hand, make sure it's charged. We're not plugging it in with a wire. You can do that and it's a lot easier, but if you want to play with Bluetooth, just stick with me for a second. So you're going to have to go to your settings, go to devices, and obviously add Bluetooth or other device. You go to Bluetooth, and it can see the Pro controller, but if you click it, you're not going to get anything unless you hold the pairing button for until the player icons start flashing, if that makes sense. The player icons, the player lights, are on the bottom of the controller, and it's just hold the button and you'll understand. And then as soon as you start holding the button, they'll start flashing between which player you are. Obviously didn't get a response, but now that I try again after holding the button, look at that. It sets it up. Your device is ready to go. We're setting it up. Very simple. So after you've done this, that's pretty good. If you have Steam open, as you can see it was setting up my controller because I've already done this. If you have Steam open, you will actually be able to move the mouse with the right stick of the controller. And you can do minor things with it like that, but what you want to do is you want to go to Steam, View, the top left here. I'm going to go to Big Picture. Clicking Big Picture will open up Big Picture. Who would have figured? And once you're in here, you just want to choose the game that you prefer. We'll say Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Go to Manage Game. Look at this, controller options and controller configuration. So for controller options, global setting. Whoa. Setting it to the controller will always have this as your controller preference. You can turn rumble if on and off. I leave it on for rumble. So this is controller configuration. I tend to set my controller up like it's an Xbox controller because most games don't understand that you're using a Pro controller, a Switch Pro controller specifically, and the buttons will actually act like an Xbox controller. So normally the X button on an Xbox controller is right here, but it's over here, but it still thinks X is the X button on an Xbox controller. So then it just makes the buttons a little bit easier if you switch it up. So simply, all you have to do is you click this, click Y. Wow, look at that. Super easy. And now you have the buttons set up. At least you're supposed to. See, I already had it set up, so you just gotta do this. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. Set it up like this. You want the A button to think it's the bottom. This is what you want to see. Once you see this, you have an Xbox. It thinks it will treat your Switch controller like it's an Xbox controller. And that's what you want, because then it works really easily. And also, you can use the controller to actually navigate this menu, because the big picture mode is designed around this menu. And you may notice that when I'm using the controller, at the bottom of the screen it says B select and A back. Just what I did for that was I went to my settings. That's not settings. Oh no. You go to settings, controller settings. Don't let me. Come on. No. Yeah. Basically, I turn off use Nintendo button layout. If you turn this on, then A will be A, and like it'll work like a Nintendo controller. I turn this off to play it like an Xbox controller, simply because it just helps my mind. Basically, you've set up your controller at this point. You don't need this guide anymore. Very simple, very quick. That's all you need. You can exit big picture, and you can still use your controller to play games without. You don't need to go into big picture, but big picture tries to optimize the games for your controller use. So if a game is not responding to your controller, try to go into big picture, and it may respond better uh to your controller. Again, just go to View, Big Picture. Very easy, very simple. Hope that helped. Good luck.